Oi. 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 Oi.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Power Hour we did last week. I know Powers did.
I want to apologize for maybe getting a little sloppy towards the end.
A little real.
Don't
Don't
be
ever apologize for keeping it real.
Actually, no. It was a fun time, so I'm not going to
Keeping
apologize
it
for
real goes
But
wrong.
I wanted to talk about.
When you
I
get sucked into real.
I had discovered GOG.com, good old game. Well, that's what it's called. It's not really goodoldgame.com, so I can't call it goodoldgame.com. GOG.com. Basically, just this group of people have recreated a lot of the classics that many of us loved as children. An example on screen right now, Shadow Warrior. They just sent me an email saying that a whole bunch of classic first-person shooters, Shadow Warrior, Duke Nukem, I assume the Dooms, are all on like 60% off. You can see Shadow Warrior, $2.40. That was the Asian. Well, the main character was Asian instead of being Duke Nukem, but it was the same game. It was awesome. But just signing up, you get Tyree in 2000. Game's
Now,
nasty.
is there anything here for free?
Yes, when you sign up, there's a bunch of free stuff.
Oh, okay.
What do you have to do to sign up? Is it like a subscription?
Just like
Nope,
register?
Oh.
Just sign in. Just log in.
Log in.
That's it.
Do they have, like, what other kind of games do they have?
It's all stuff you would have been playing when you were under the age of 12 or 12 and under. I mean, they do have newer stuff. I saw they have Far Cry 2 on here for $10,
That's not bad.
Do they
which
have,
was
like,
a fun game.
Old school, like, N64 games? Like Banjo-Kazooie
No, it's
or
all
something?
PC.
PC.
It's all PC. Yeah. So if it
Command
came out
and
on
Conquer?
PC,
Or is that, like, too
Probably?
legit?
probably.
Hmm.
I know they had Cannon Fodder, The Incredible Machine,
Have
all the Wing Commander, Commandos.
Yeah.
So they had a ton of crap. Yeah. So
Commandos was so much fun.
What's Commandos? I don't think
it was a top-down strategy where you were in control of a platoon and you had to move them around and stealth kill people and carry them away.
Each
and
guy had like a different, like
different set of skills.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and you had to like position
Each
around
man
the map
has a
to
different
do
set of
stuff as you
skills.
did it.
Oh, that's
A
cool.
particular set of skills that make me a danger to.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yeah, but this was really hard. I actually remember that level.
I remember the
Holy
bridge. I remember
movie
the dam.
switch.
I remember the dam one.
But so I just want to give a shout out because this is awesome, and yes, there is free stuff on there. Tyree in 2000, one of the games Cliffy B worked on, is on here for free. I already have that on my laptop. Haven't really had a chance to bust it out at work. But
We're just gonna keep throwing Cliffy B shoutouts until he.
dude, until he
recognizes
acknowledges,
us.
until he recognizes, son. You don't tweet out a picture of Jazz Jackrabbit for
yeah.
jack shit, man.
It could
Come
be
on
my
now.
fault. I mean,
Tyree in 2000,
keep
1999.
sending them cock pictures.
XSID.
That might be why.
The original.
Tommy already has a restraining order against him.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking I was just gonna keep going at him until I tweet at him, and it says you're no longer allowed to use at the real Cliffy B because you have a restraining order on.
We'll
you.
actually,
All right.
we'll
All right,
actually
well played,
meet
sir.
him down at
Well
PAX,
played,
and then
yeah.
Tommy will have to do his via giant poster board.
Yeah, I'll just be
once
like
it
way
comes
off in the
50 yards
corner
away.
behind glass.
Cliffy B.
No, all of a sudden you're just in the middle of the floor, and just two armed guards come and just remove you from the building. It's like, oh, Cliffy B must be here.
Yeah. You're that guy that sent me dick pictures.
How do you know? Because you had your face in them. Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
Talent. It was from the floor.
the down up dick pic.
The dick pic.
Or you're bent over, like giving a
Probably-
thumbs up and a
Yeah,
smile
I'm
right
bent
now.
Yeah, you could've
over
done-
from
yeah,
a
you
side
could've-
profile.
You could have fruit bowled it too. It's like between your
Bow.
legs, but stick out your feet, so your knees are touching and it's tucked in, and then you poke your head out.
Yeah.
from
No,
under
it's
your
like
knees.
the
For all-
chicks where they take the picture in the bathroom in front of the mirror. Tommy just
Yeah.
put his junk up on the countertop and then just
Flopped down on the
smile.
countertop.
struggling to keep that tiny
Smile
little thing up there.
Smile at Cliffy B here.
For all that don't know that fruit bowl, look that up on Urban Dictionary.
Bruno.
Bruno.
That was so awesome. When his wiener talked.
I couldn't make it past legit like 2 minutes of that movie.
Dude, that movie was awesome. Oh, man. So much coming out next month, so we're going to introduce our thoughts and criticism, probably.
Concerns,
more
maybe?
probably
criticism.
mostly criticism.
Probably
Criticism.
mostly
Mostly
negative criticism
Or
straight up hating,
Yeah.
really.
Well, I
And
guess
mostly from
unconstructive criticism.
Yeah, and mostly from not knowing anything about the games,
Yeah.
probably.
Right.
Well, just having my assumptions is knowing everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Right.
It hasn't.
Billy,
haven't
you're
gone wrong
assuming
yet.
that we're going to be wrong.
Right.
That's your
Right.
that's
See,
your failed
that-
assumption right
that's-
there.
that's-
See, if we're
my
wrong, you
bad.
claim ignorance.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you're wrong, you claim ignorance. Be like, oh, I didn't know. And then when you're right, just like, see, I told you, I didn't even need to know. It's a win-win.
Well played.
Well played.
Fuck you.
Yeah, just like that restraining order. So, I'm your host, Doug Mitchell. Well, co-host. Co-host?
I think we're all co.
We're
Well,
all co-
Cohort?
Quad
Cohorts.
hosts.
Quad host. I'm one of your quad host. Quad host.
Quad
Quad host.
Quad hosts.
Quad host. Quadra host. Hydra host. Doug Mitchell. With my friends to my left.
Trying to think of a word this week.
Adjectives
I
are
thought you were
hard.
trying to think of the direction
Yeah.
that he was
Hard.
telling
There we
you.
go. The hard Tommy
At
Hughes.
first, the look Tommy gives is, left.
Yes,
Yes, that's me.
Is
That's
that
exactly
me,
it.
Well, see, what
or-
you didn't see earlier is I was sitting here with my hand. It's the one that. Oh shit, that's me.
Oh, I'm just thinking of an adjective. Is it going to have an S? Are you using an
Well,
S this week?
I guess if Cliffy B was describing me, he'd call me the phallic Tommy Hughes.
Supple?
Supple. I like supple. Supple's good. We'll go with supple this
The
week.
How about the
terrifying Tommy
stocky?
Hughes.
Stocky.
The stalker, Tommy
Yeah, the
Hughes.
Stalker.
The creepy? you don't eat the microphone.
Mike
I don't need
fighter.
the microphone. And continuing to my left,
I'm the producer. Pete, what
Yeah.
what am I now?
You're not.
You're
no,
the
you're
P.
still,
Billy
you're still,
Combs.
you're still P.
You're P.
Billy
Billy.
Combs. You
When do
haven't
I-
changed names.
you're
yet.
the
When do I
former
change it?
artist
No.
known as P.
You-
Billy Combs.
You don't get to choose when you change it. We choose.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, we own your name.
And we actually
Oh,
should
that's fair.
change it because you shaved your beard, you asshole.
That's true. I did.
Fucking
I was
dick.
I was pretty epic and dramatic.
I was
You ever see
pretty
those
epic.
movies where they like very dramatically shave their head like to this incredible music? Is
It like G.I. Jane?
shaving my beard?
Yeah.
that sounded like 80s
Classic.
glam rock.
Yeah, I know. You need like some very
Like, that
epic.
was
Well,
like
it depends
that was
on
like a
which
montage.
era.
Like you were getting ready to transform to go like kill people.
That was definitely like
or have a
Keytar
fight.
Yeah.
and background disco tunes.
You need to bust out
If it
like
was
some
a saxophone,
police.
that would have been decent.
This
for
is
like
a,
mid-90s
I still
movie.
think the best one would be
Clunky
"Live to
introduction.
Win." Just sitting there as you're like taking out
That's
the razor.
fair.
Live to win till it dies.
But it's like sad, and he's crying.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah. Well, afterwards I did because I went from like Wolverine to Woody Allen.
dude,
It
you
just
were very
really
yeah.
was not-
That was growing in very funky, funkier than mine grows in.
Yeah. It's all. the
That's
picking,
saying
dude.
something because Doug's
Yeah.
like halfway
It
into
was
it.
lopsided. If I turned to my left, it was like, damn, that's a full beard. If I turned to my right, that's patchy as shit.
Yeah.
What is that 16-year-old
Well, no,
doing
it was
here?
just like it was like this weird right off the side to the left of the chin. It was like this big furry patch, so I could see the Wolverine, but it only was right here, like right one spot.
You need to have an all-around Wolverine, not a
Yeah,
one
true.
patch.
you don't
Wolverine.
half-ass the Wolverine.
It was like a two-faced Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's just mixing genres or mixing
Speaking of Wolverine,
whatever there. Marvel and DC.
the wonderful
yeah, the
bearded.
the one with the most beard.
Yeah,
I can barely claim I have a beard.
You're Dura host.
Deborah
Eric
House.
Powers.
host.
Yeah, definitely built to host.
Yeah.
I have a beard. It's not that great, but it's
Well,
definitely thicker
no,
than the
yeah,
other people's here.
Yeah,
So-
comparatively to everybody
Yeah,
else's
compared to
beard,
everyone else's here.
it's the best.
I feel
I feel
like
like flattered right now
No,
that you guys are
look at-
talking about how
Look
great
at
my
this
beard is.
patchy pile of shit growing
No,
on my face.
I'm just gonna tell you because
it
if I
seriously
go
looks like someone sharted on my face and hair grew
if
in the shard spots.
if I go anywhere else in the world besides this room, my beard is like lowest common denominator. So you guys are like,
Dougie.
dude, your beard's the best. It's the fucking best beard in this room.
I mean, dude, if we were out in public, I would be criticizing the shit out of your beard. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, to fit in.
like me
Because I'm
next to
self-conscious
Wolverine
about
for
my own.
real.
I'm like, I'm not
would
even
be-
trying. That's why mine's. But his, oh my god, what a loser. That's what I would do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna move it on over to my left.
I gotta keep my social status up
yeah,
there.
I hear you. I hear you.
And the last of the quad hosts, Eric Bada. Hello, users. As Dougie
And
told
he doesn't really have a beard.
I just shaved off yesterday,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I'm actually. Oh, this is gonna sound weird. Little jealous. This is about 3 weeks.
And for you users at home, it looks like somebody packed their ass full of Miracle
Yeah,
Grow and
imagine
farted
like
on his face.
Think about those really gross looking dirt stashes maybe like the
But all
stereotypical Mexican
Mexi,
stash,
yeah.
but then apply it all over my face
Yeah.
in different areas unevenly.
Dude,
Yeah.
you look like the
I've got
poor
the
bastards from Jackass that somebody shaved their pubes,
Yeah.
and while they weren't looking like super good,
Gorilla
their face
mask.
and threw it.
I look gorilla mask. I'm not afraid to admit it. But I only have rusty razors right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I already used that like 3 weeks ago, and it was not fun.
I feel like we've
At
talked
least-
about beards so many times in this show. We've
No,
talked about
it's itchy.
rubbing our beard and being able to hear it.
Well, that was
Crackle.
that was because that was like the first time I'd gotten a mustache.
Right. All right.
See,
Coming
So I
from
guess
a 25-year-old
Every single
man.
time somebody changes their facial hair users, you guys are probably going to hear about it.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
All
It's
right.
more interesting than what's going on with Kim Kardashian. That's for fucking sure.
I don't
That
even know
is
what's
true.
going
That's
on
a
with
fact.
her.
Exactly. But you know, what's
Unless it
going on
has
in my
something
life.
to do with her tits being out in public, I don't care.
And then I don't even think I
And
care
even
all
then.
that much.
And even
Yeah.
then.
Even then, it's like, oh, you're a whore.
All right, well, hey, let's
Starting
get
from
this
left
cracking.
tab to right
Yeah, do you
tab.
guys want to get started with a good game or a bad game?
So I'm guessing left to right on these tabs are most newest release, or the newest to release, or will be the newest to release.
Not really.
I'm not. Newest isn't even the right word. What the fuck am I doing right now?
Soonest?
Soonest. That is the word I was searching for all 3 times I used newest.
You have had like a
Ugh.
quarter of a beer.
Yeah, I am feeling
hammered.
this. Yes,
You're like
yes.
my status last week.
Yeah, but it only takes me 1/6 of a beer, not 6.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Let's move on to Tomb Raider.
legit. All right.
Raider.
We need funky sounds. That way, when we transition and have those really smooth.
Now, I haven't played one of these in a while.
What's that word? That word that I'm looking for?
Segue?
Segues.
Segue.
We can have a noise to
We're
play.
rusty as shit. What consoles is this beast coming out for?
All.
All, I believe.
Okay, I didn't know if they were still going to do just the only PlayStation thing that they
No, I don't
used
even
to.
think it's. Is it even really possible to make money and only if you're going to
I don't
develop
know.
it for
maybe,
a console?
Maybe not now. I mean, Tomb Raider was one of those games that was always strictly PlayStation. Same with like Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're all making the crossover now.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, Gears and Halo are the only
Franchise.
exclusives.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really do it anymore.
Are there any PS3 ones right now? Resistance still, maybe?
Maybe they have a couple.
Not.
It wasn't Resistance. What was the one that they?
There's
just
one
did?
new one coming out that's a PlayStation-owned title, I think.
I know-
Wait, what about God of War?
Yeah,
Second?
God of War.
Yeah, I mean they
God of
have
War.
them.
That's not going to
but-
come out for the 360.
but honestly-
No, that's
I
PS3
don't-
only.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the only ones that are exclusives are ones that are basically owned by Microsoft /
Yeah,
PlayStation.
that
I'm not gonna lie.
And
I'm
Mario will
not
only ever be on
impressed with this.
Nintendo.
I don't know. That fire looked pretty real.
Yeah, but everything else looks kind of
Back to God of War, just for a second. I'm completely jealous that I never had a PlayStation. Did anybody ever play those? Or-
No,
Yeah, you did?
No.
Was it good?
I really
Demo for the third one.
was it the second one where you got to bang the goddess and you had a whole button mashing scene to give her an orgasm? Or was that
Third.
three?
That
was
was the
three.
third.
That's the only one.
I think I
wanna
remember
play.
seeing a clip for that or something. Yeah, and it was just you're like basically banging 2 chicks.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
But the game is like I have a pretty high.
Is this
tolerance.
Assassin's Creed with a chick?
I was just about to say that
Okay.
because
I have a
she's
pretty-
climbing all over the
wow.
place.
Yeah, I have a pretty high tolerance for violence, but like in the demo, the first boss fight is Helios, the god of the sun. And like you beat him, and then it's a button mashing event to literally rip his head off. You don't cut it, you don't start it. It just
Where do you
and then you
grab
just carry it
from?
around as a flashlight for the rest of the game. What the fuck?
Hold on.
That's sick.
Where do you grab hold to rip said head off?
Jaw.
I think just under the jaw.
Like
Might have even
under
been
the ears?
hair. Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't do it from the hair. That's not even possible. How unrealistic is that?
We're talking about like Greek gods. What the fuck do you want? He's
I
he
bet
has,
they
he
have
has golden
amazingly
hair with like
lustrous hair.
with
thought
roots that are
mythology.
like drywall anchors.
Right,
Just-
it's realistic because of the hair is godlike. That's
Literally,
Yeah.
godlike.
Yeah, just
No,
the
yeah, literally.
whole mythology of the game is sick. But anyways, back
Yeah,
to
so,
Laura
but-
Croft's rack.
I mean, it's not not quite the same.
Holy
anymore.
shit! What is this? A B cup?
Yeah,
Just
This is
up
not
yeah.
Laura Croft.
This
Yeah.
trainer bra,
That's
Laura
like-
Croft.
yeah. It'd be like if Marcus Phoenix got downgraded to have like a 3-inch cock.
Whoa.
Not playing this game anymore. That's what makes him a man.
I thought you were going to make a bicep reference, just because their biceps are usually pretty big, and then you just
No.
went straight to the
If
penis.
the dong isn't slapping against cover, what's the point?
Yeah.
If when you're running, you don't hear the little.
Yeah. If you're
Do we know anything about this game? Just
No.
because we're watching
No.
it.
They're
From
going
the
to put in a co-op in it, which
from the 30 seconds that we saw of gameplay, it looked like Assassin's Creed, probably with guns.
A lot of platforming.
Yeah. I mean, I was never a big fan of any of the Tomb Raiders.
No.
I remember Bart used to play.
I used to like the puzzles in them. I never really played the game, but in one of them for the original PlayStation, I think you could go to her house and it had like a bunch of mini games in it and like
That
tons
sounds
of like
stupid.
puzzles. Like you had to like you could find like secret mazes and like vehicles and
Sounds
stuff. It was
boring.
pretty fun. No,
I
it
mean,
was interesting.
I played
Finding
one
out.
of them, and there was a bit of action, but it was always very. Didn't you have to aim it stop when you aimed in, and then it was a turn?
It was just really clunky.
I think it meant it to be a little more
Yeah.
like that, but was not a fan.
This one's more survival focused, like scavenging for things, and like in the other games, it was like boobs and guns and jumping around weird.
Okay, why would you
puzzles.
change that working formula? Just wondering. Optical disc. This is ridiculous. What's next?
Yeah.
Next.
I don't know. I'm just
I'm
not that into it.
bored. There we go.
Sim City.
City.
Oh,
Can you-
Jesus.
Limited edition. Is this just remaking the original?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
with better graphics and a.
You don't even
Pretty
need
much.
better graphics. What?
I think
No.
instead of having all
Who
the exact
cares?
same
How do you
buildings, like the
destroy the
commercial
city?
district having like 4 different looking buildings, now it has like 40.
Yeah.
That's like,
It's like, whoa.
Is it going to lag as bad as StarCraft 2 does compared to
Doubt
the
it.
original
Worse,
SimCity?
probably.
Doubt it. Yeah, there's no human cap on here. If you're not careful, you don't keep your people in check, they're gonna fuck like crazy and just overpopulate your world. You'll have shortages of food and power.
game over by
Water.
lagginess.
Yeah. No, game over from loss of water from taking away all the reserves in the world. I mean, this really doesn't look all that cool.
It's like a more.
Yeah.
It looks like just like a more in-depth Sim City. You can zoom
Yeah.
way in now.
It
Yeah, and
honestly
I'm
doesn't
sure-
even look that much better graphics.
No, and we're on 720 right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This is brutal.
but again, it goes back into you're essentially just making money because people remember how much they love this game
Yeah.
and how much they want to play it. I mean, this obviously is a lot better. The animations are much better.
Yeah, they're actually building stuff now instead of here's your little green square. Oh, now it's construction. Oh, now it's a building.
Yeah. Now I've got to construct a telephone pole inside of the building to get electricity to it. Jesus.
I like how they make the mention, this is not the final software. Probably going to look like this turd, but
If you like SimCity, it looks like you're gonna love this
Yeah.
game.
Wow!
It looks
They
like
give
a
real life
much
descriptions
more
of the people
in-depth.
within your city so you can feel connected, and then when they get into an accident with all those Coca-Cola trucks, which is clearly in-game advertising, yet they're still going to charge you, you can somehow feel distraught that he just died.
There
You know
are
what I'm
9
wondering?
Coca-Cola trucks just sitting there in a row.
SimCity doesn't run on anything but Coca-Cola. Don't you know?
no,
what
that's
you pipe in.
that's what they want you to think. Those are actually drug smugglers.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
that's the drug.
Oh
that's
my
the-
God, there
that's
was
the
just an
cartel.
Those are
probably
the
story about it.
Mexicans
So-
sneaking cocaine.
I'm wondering, do they have? We should look this up. If they have any integration with The Sims,
Well,
like, can
I
you
would-
build a city and
I
then
would-
like have like Sims online?
That's a
like,
good
live
question
in the
because
city?
Probably
why
not.
haven't they integrated all these tools yet?
Mm.
They've done all these things.
Where are all those
The
cars
Sims,
going?
Sim Pet. They've done Sim Farm,
Sim Theme Park.
Sim
Town.
Theme Park. Just combine them all together into one massive game.
Yeah. And you just
Sim
scroll up to
World.
see what
Oh wait,
What
they
level
do
you
have
wanna
that. It's
play.
called Second Life.
Oops.
Yeah, this
So
is
basically, Sim City, if you liked it in 5th grade, you're probably still going to like it now.
yeah. I'm
That's
sure I
about
would,
all.
and I'm sure all the neat new features
Yeah.
would make it.
It looks
fun,
like it'd be
but
fun
it's-
to play, but
It's
not gonna
probably
pay
not
$60. I probably wouldn't play it that much.
Is it free to play? Should be.
something- Yeah,
It's a perfect game for a free to play model.
yeah,
Hmm.
it really is. Buy whatever you want, like
Oh,
nice
you want
cars
this?
or
Yeah, you want
something,
this to
yeah.
actually look like real buildings, not a big block.
It just
pay
starts
for
out with
that.
different colored cubes,
That's it.
and then you can pay for different buildings.
Nice.
Yeah, we should pitch that to him.
Next, we have Gears of War Judgment.
Again, with the clean segues, Bada.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah. Why make them dirty when you can have them clean, Tommy?
I was being sarcastic. incredibly sarcastic.
Tommy, I picked up on your sarcasm.
He was hitting you back with more sarcasm, and it was just lost.
Okay.
You slash sarcasm. I slash.
Dude, I'm like halfway in
How
the beer.
meta
I'm
was
not
that,
picking up
Tom?
anything.
That half of
Anyways, so Gears of War Judgment set out for next month, middle next month, probably right before PAX. It looks like, which we are going to.
Yeah.
Yes. It's, I don't know if you want to say co-developed, but involved in the development was People Can Fly, which did the game that was called Bulletstorm. I almost forgot. Thank God it's on the screen. I would have just been drawing a blank for like 30 straight seconds going,
That game was okay to me.
I had fun with it.
It looked interesting.
I mean, I played through
never
it once.
played
I
it.
didn't go back and
Yeah.
play
You play
it
through
again.
once and you go, oh, that was neat.
There was nothing to go back. No, I agree.
And the
but-
co-op was very limited in the fact that you had to start from the first level and work your way all the way up. You couldn't start at level 20 with a ton of shit and just have a blast with an overpowered character that's just killing shit. So even still, really doesn't hold my interest that well, but
It was kind of
I'm
in keeping. Did you
scared.
ever play Painkiller? It was
No.
just like drop you right in, and it's like, I don't know why I'm in a graveyard shooting stakes at fucking skeletons running around. Just go. Like, that was it. You're just there, go.
well, I mean, they led you in and they introduced everything, but the concept was cool. It clearly was a single-player concept, though. It's not really something you could adapt to a competitive multiplayer. But again, because of that experience, I'm really nervous about this one. That and Cliffy isn't on for the whole development cycle of
That's
Gears.
scary.
That also is scary.
That's
yeah.
scary.
That's
Literally,
like
it's like his
well, the-
baby. That's the thing. So now he's like, oh, it's like Halo kind
Yeah,
of. I'm going to pass
Halo
it on to 343. Go ahead and
4
do this.
was their first one, right? That was their first one.
Yes.
They helped on 2,
They helped on
3 maybe. They helped on 3 and Reach.
ODST.
They did
ODST and
ODST.
Reach.
Ah, see, I wasn't even a
See-
fan of ODST.
ODST.
Well, ODST was only the firefight mode, wasn't it? And then just
No,
Halo
that
3
was
multiplayer.
Reach. Reach.
ODST was a full game where you were...
Yeah,
You were like a
where you're
shock
not Master
trooper.
Chief.
That
Yeah,
was
you're
what
not
it was.
Master
You were
Chief.
the-
It was
Yeah, but I think the multiplayer was only Halo 3 I think it was just Halo 3 multiplayer.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was only it was just a
Yeah.
firefight.
So
Yeah,
but
ODST wasn't
it's
really
the same
like
type of thing. Where they already have something, and that game is essentially Gears with different characters and not called Gears. That's essentially what the game was, and one cool new with that whip mechanic.
Yeah.
But it scares me going to the next one. I'm gonna get it because I've loved them all, and I'm probably not really gonna play Gears of War Judgment multiplayer. But anybody that pre-ordered gets a free copy of the original Gears. So there's going to be a lot of noobs online on the original Gears, and I'm super excited. Like
they'll put a
crazy
title
excited
update
to
in
play.
and completely ruin it though.
Yeah, completely overhaul the multiplayer. I mean, the servers, as far as I know, are still up for Gears 1. So,
Really.
Oh, is this multiplayer?
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yes, I'm gonna
Hello.
dive in.
This is to inform you, Eric has been confirmed to receive a media pass for PAX East.
Fucking right, son.
Thank you.
We're gonna bring to you the greatest podcast the world has ever casted.
Amazing.
That doesn't even make sense.
Can't wait.
So I've
I'm
actually
gonna stop drinking from now on at these things. I'm like half a beer deep and just like, oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
that mellowness.
Oh,
You need
man.
I actually started looking at some of the other video game podcasts that I could find on iTunes, just to see if I could get a hint that if there's anybody out there that was going to be like at PAX.
Peebly, can you back this up a little bit?
Why?
It looks like you picked classes.
Well, that would be fucking gay.
Yeah, switch class.
Oh,
No, go back and it shows a couple of them too. I think.
Quit blowtorch.
Suck a giant peen, game.
Get ready to pause. It's like right when he's about to pick.
Classes. I think what made Gears so great is, along with Halo, it was one of the last games where everything's on the map.
Yeah, right here. See, engineer.
Yeah.
Where everything's on the map, and everybody starts with the same guns, and the rush. What creates the line of scrimmage isn't the two initial spawns. It's actually where the weapons are.
Yeah.
That's the reason you don't go spawn camp somebody, is because I can sit on this power weapon and camp this power weapon and get it every time it comes up.
Yeah, Doug and I had read, I don't know if anybody else did, like, way back when Gears came out, they had, like, the guys who had done the level design wrote up a document of, like, this was our entire theory of multiplayer for Gears, which was you create a line of scrimmage where everybody just bum rushes to, and then that's where you get the majority of your gameplay. And
This looks like Gears meets Team Fortress.
Oh shit.
is this
Again-
Unreal 4
Or
or is this Unreal 3 still?
That's a good question. You should probably look it up on Wikipedia. They know.
Oh.
I'm going to play it. I'm definitely going to play this game. I'm very scared. That's it. I guess
You
not
might,
scared. But
by the looks of that, you might need to go into it looking for a good game,
Yeah,
not for a good
that's
Gears
actually
game.
that
Unreal
actually happened to
3.5.
me going from 1 to 2. I played so much 1, got my seriously achievement with like 12,500 something kills. I played it a shitload, but when Gears 2 was coming out, I was so excited for it and was following it so heavily that I was expecting the exact same mechanics and gameplay and really no updates.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. It was pretty much a different game.
Because
They tweaked so many different things that it essentially just became a different game.
That
you
was
couldn't
like
shot-
Halo 3
there
to
was-
Reach.
Yeah, there was no close range shotgunning anymore.
Yeah.
And then to get back a little bit of that back, they included the sawed-off shotgun in 3, so you could still go in there and do it. You just had the limited ammo, but I was not happy about it.
I'm honestly at the point with every game that comes out is I expect nothing. Literally,
No,
because
you're right.
there have been
No,
so many
it's the same.
games in the past couple of years that I've been so pumped about, and then they come out, and I'm waiting literally months or however long for this thing to come out,
Years.
and then you get it, and literally the first 2 hours, you're just so let down that you even put any thought into this shit.
I just want to point
Before
out
it
on this
came
video
out.
we're watching the number of people not in cover, which is that the whole point of Gears of War was that whole get down,
And get into cover.
find cover, flank them kind
Yeah.
of a mechanic. And
This is
literally,
Battlefield. This is Battlefield. This game is Battlefield.
They
You
have the
one
same
part of the
symbols as
map,
Battlefield.
Then it pushes you back, and then whatever, dude.
Well, this looks like they're fighting against the computer, too. It looks like a kind of get to this place and hold it from the computer type thing.
I mean, it could be there's squad mode, but there's definitely
It doesn't look like they're
players.
doing competitive multiplayer.
I don't know. But like you said, like you were saying, Powers, I basically say when a game's coming out, I have no expectations for you.
Yeah, I'll pick you up, and
I-
if you're good, then I'll play you, and if you're not, then you're not. That's literally what you have to do, and not
Except,
expect.
I feel like Call of Duty is the only one that consistently is about the same.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I've grown to dislike it so much because they're so similar. Each one is so similar.
Literally, when
It's
when
like-
I went to go pick up the new Duty, I expected nothing except that I would find a lot more of my friends online playing Duty.
Yeah.
And that's literally all I expected, and I was rewarded by that being correct. That's
Yeah,
all I needed.
If they change the game too much,
Yeah.
it's shitty.
Yeah.
If they don't change it enough, it's shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's there's
Exactly.
very little wiggle room.
And the thing is, Duty's not going to change it too much. They've been playing it safe for a while, so I knew that when I picked it up,
Yep.
it was going to be a game that I was going to
And
have
there's-
fun with. It wasn't going to blow my mind.
yeah, and their sales each year are going up and up and up.
Yeah, they have to.
So-
Where, yeah, I mean, even Halo, they're switching up sort of a formula right now. I don't know if they sold more with this one or not.
I don't
Any
think
ideas on
anything's
the
going to
stats
top.
of it?
I don't think anything's going to ever top 3.
Or 2. I think 2 was the biggest. 2
Well,
was the one
I
that
meant
put
more
Xbox
initial.
Live
I meant
on the
more in
map.
initial sales, especially
Yeah.
now since games like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Halo's close to it, Gears, they're all getting very close to year-long development cycles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why with Madden you can't just say, oh, well, with whatever Madden, because people are still buying Madden 2010 because they can get it for like $2. So
And it's
Yeah.
the same game,
and yeah,
minus the roster changes.
Actually, they're probably better the further back you go. So when they actually still had competition to worry about.
Ooh, Army of 2.
No! Go back to Dead or Alive 5.
We're gonna move back.
Close
to
the
Dead or Alive
brow.
5.
Close the tab. Close the tab, please. Yep, close that tab and close the one you just opened. Okay, Army of 2. I just
Apparently,
wanted to
we're not going to talk about Dead or Alive 5.
It's
Because
a fighting
nobody
game.
cares.
All right.
Yeah. Fighting games really are.
A
kind
new
of
fighting
way
game's
out.
coming out in March. There you go.
Go pick it
Yeah.
up if you like fighting games.
And if not, then you don't play it. But
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are different guys.
don't care as long as the game holds true to it. But it's on the Frostbite 2 engine, which could be friggin' awesome.
Big boy, you can play
Yeah.
as Big boy. Wow.
Nice.
Or B.O.B. That's weird.
That is weird.
That's all right. And 50 Cent Blood in the Sand, you plays 50 Cent. Game actually was a lot of fun. Not
You
gonna
played
lie,
that
it
a
was.
lot.
It was amazing.
That's back when I was achievement hunting. So, scrounging, scavenging, whoring, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean,
pretty cool.
I've liked all the Army of Twos, all 2 of them.
Now, I wonder if that little screen is actually in game, or if that's just
It
for
is.
the okay. That's really cool.
they've
You get to
always
see
done it like
exactly
that, I
what your teammate is seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't they
Just
do
in
that
a
with the
little
second
mini
one?
screen.
they did with the first one too. I think you had to
Did they?
turn it on. You could turn it on and off, so
I
you
was gonna say, I
could
haven't
see
seen
what
it,
they
so I
were
must
looking
not have turned
at.
it on.
Looks like this is single player though. Like you can switch between the 2 characters and see what they're seeing when you
Oh,
switch.
okay.
That's really cool.
Oh wow, he's uncovered. It's getting destroyed. This is going to make it a real interesting game.
Where's
Well, it's like
the
Frostbite
aggro?
2, yeah.
Where's the aggro meter?
that
what's at the
right
top?
at the top there? Flank plus 200 and went up. See that at the top?
Yeah, sneaky plus 100.
Now,
Looks clean.
was Battlefield 3 on Frostbite 2?
I believe so.
I think it was.
I want to say
I think
it
so.
was, but I don't remember.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it was because I think that was
I
like
couldn't
the
remember if it was,
first big title that was on.
Yeah, I
Frostbite
couldn't remember
2.
if Battlefield 3 was just an updated original Frostbite engine or not.
Can't remember.
Switch to the assault rifle, dumbass. You're like 25 feet away.
Build an aggro.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that shotty.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I they've never let me down. I know the first one was I thought better than the second one, but I still had fun with both of them. So.
But I think this is one of those games that unless you're achievement hunting, like I played through the first one like 3 times, all the difficulties. Played through the second one on the hardest once.
yeah,
And then I never touch them again.
well,
Rent.
the second one was the first one
Yeah.
with
Rent it.
competitive multiplayer. I played it a little bit. I
What
made
the hell is
you
this?
could make your own mask.
Massive aggro.
Yeah, double
Overkill.
overkill. Sick.
Holy shit!
In the multiplayer, you could make your own masks. So I made a mask with a dong on it, and then got suspended for 2 days for
Oh
making.
yeah.
So
That
I
was
stopped
hilarious.
playing. I didn't play it again after that. I was
We
like,
actually made it through a couple games.
yeah, didn't last long. It was a wonderful lead.
It was a
It took
illustrated
us like
novel.
half an
Yeah.
hour to make.
It was a
like
beautiful-
we were there
it
for
was
a
a
while.
veiny
because
triumphant
the
bastard.
eyes were actually the balls.
Yeah, they were. I remember
and
it.
it went down, and then the chin had just a tiny bit of splooge.
Yeah.
It was a very well done.
Yeah.
Considering I'm not an artistic person, I can
Yeah.
make a pretty good veiny dong.
Yeah.
So hopefully they let me make dong masks. in
Well,
the
I
next
just
one.
think it's funny you got suspended for 2 days, but how often do you
for
go
a
on
game rated
COD?
mature.
How
it's
often you go
all
on COD and there's like
penises.
cocks and asses?
Dude, there's
and
one
fucking
penis per lobby. Guaranteed.
At least.
Fact. That's a
Guaranteed.
statistical
Sometimes
fact.
you have to hide it, or sometimes they hide them in there. Like, where's Waldo? But
And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
you
you just
can
come
always
across
hide
the penis and you're like,
I've seen ones that are straight up
Then-
like one
then
of the
you're like,
soldier
no,
guys,
yeah, I
and then
see
just
it.
giant penis drawn on them.
yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Or it's usually a penis in something, or just a penis.
or a penis just about to go in something.
Yeah.
Don't forget that one.
I guess those are really the only.
then you're
three
always taken
states
back.
of wienerdom. So
You're
They're all
always-
hard penises. Actually, no, I've seen some flaccid.
No,
ones,
yeah,
I'm
I've
not
seen
gonna
some
lie.
flaccid ones too.
I haven't been as lucky to find the rare flaccid dong.
There's
but
lots of dolphin penises on there too. I don't know if you guys
dolphin
have-
penises.
Yeah, there's like a little dolphin thing, and then everybody puts a penis on it. I don't know why. They just decide that that's the funny thing to do.
Nice.
Every single one of them.
Nice. All right.
Anyways,
Now- P. Billy Combs has been in love with this game. I have.
It
not
looks
been.
amazing.
I
So,
still have
I
not
never
Remember
played
when
the
we were
second
talking
one.
earlier? You have no expectations for any game. This is a perfect example of no expectations for a game. Why? I just don't expect it to really do anything.
Didn't you like? So did you like BioShock?
Yeah. I had
So-
no expectations for it. I went in and I ended up enjoying it. I played 2, and it sucked.
Well, two wasn't developed by the same
doesn't.
person. We've had that. We've had
Yeah,
that
we've talked about
conversation.
this.
It doesn't.
Billy,
matter.
unless he bends that girl over,
Yeah.
I really don't care about this game.
Yeah, unless the climax of the story is her climax, not interested. See what I did there?
And what is she doing to the horse?
just giving CPR to the horse.
Oh my god, is she going to turn into a big black dude and then die at the end in jail? Sorry, I just gave away the ending of the movie. No, the thing ended up dying, so she can only keep it alive for a second? Oh,
It's a useless power.
yeah.
I can bring
Big
you back
old
along.
markers.
I can bring you back from death just long enough to
so that
realize,
you can
that
realize
you're-
you're about to
Yeah.
die again. That's it.
just so you can relive the horror of death one
That's
more
actually a
time.
pretty awesome evil villain power.
Now, what
I'm
is
calling it
happening?
Bring
right
you back to
now.
life.
She's the bad
For
guy.
just long enough so that they realize that, oh my god, you just brought me back from the dead. oh my god, it's that dude that raises people back from the dead for 6 seconds. I'm about to die.
Again.
You die. That's terrible.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think I've said in the past, I have almost zero patience for single-player campaigns, so
yeah,
I will not be playing this. But
I do struggle with them.
I'm not going to go around and collect all this shit by myself. Like, I just feel like it's not social at all. Like, I can't just, like, lock myself in my house and communicate with no one for, like, 90 hours to finish this game and find all the little things.
Yeah, when you're playing video games all the time, even like 9-10 hours every day, where it's pretty much your job, yeah, this would be a blast because it'll give you a break from all the multiplayer and all the other kind of crazy stuff. But I don't have the patience, nor do I have nearly as much time as I used to.
You know how long this would take you, even if you could play like 2 hours a day? This game would take you forever.
Especially if I wanted to go around, collect things, and do all the side stuff.
I wouldn't say forever. Games nowadays, campaigns are chokes compared to...
Yeah, I guess it could only be like 7 hours.
This is a single-player game.
Oh, I know.
So essentially,
that's
think
true.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
Think
that's
Skyrim.
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on?
I don't
know. It looks freaking amazing, though.
No, it doesn't look amazing. It looks confusing as all shit.
Dude,
he's clearly
lifted the
using
guys in the air.
telekinesis.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Yeah, he lifted the guys in the air and then
Yeah, I get the fucking premise that
made
it's
a train
telekinesis,
show
but why?
up on the track to run them over.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
He's
He's at
getting
home on
wrecked.
the rails. Dude.
Well, that's how you get around. You do
Yeah.
use these sky hooks to
Yeah,
swing around.
I
the-
never.
I mean, it's just the fact that I don't have the patience to play a single-player game. I already have so much limited time that I really can't sit down and play this for 5-6 hours.
I think somebody who's into this type of game is going to love this game. Honestly.
sure.
I mean, it looks good. It looks like it's polished and everything. The gameplay looks fun.
I am gonna say one thing though. If the entire game is you having to protect her like Natalia in GoldenEye, I am fucking putting the game down right away and saying no. I'm not doing that.
You owe me money, man.
That
Looks like
wouldn't
he's
even be
attacking a
Bioshock,
blimp
dude.
right now, not
That
protecting
says
her.
"Ride
So.
to Hell." Is that what it says? I don't know.
No, she's
Yeah.
right there.
I'm not gonna lie, Billy. Just from this little video, I'm pretty sure that you have to protect that girl the whole goddamn time.
You shut your mouth, Thomas.
Just
I don't want to have to be disappointed.
Don't expect anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't. I don't have time to do this.
All right, can we
I
get
have
on
time
to
for
a really good title?
Yeah, Leisure Suit LaRue. Never played any of them.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
So much hype.
it's the
Leisure Suit Larry.
It's the game you rent
Never
as
played you,
a
but there's-
14-year-old because you think it's going to be like
You think it's gonna-
nudie
Yeah,
and
and
nudie
it's
CG
not.
chicks.
Yes.
All I know from the original is that when you did finally get an opportunity to bang one of the chicks, if you didn't get a condom, you lost.
that is one of the. So I played
Cloud
one where
STDs.
you're on like a ship. Number one, it's a point and click adventure. So when you can click on something, your cursor is a condom, and then
Nice.
out of the package, and then when you can click on something, it unrolls into something to point and
Nice.
click on.
It's
on
the
stuff
little
like that.
details that matter.
Yeah, and basically, the whole thing is you have to bang chicks, and then you have to impress other chicks so you can bang the captain.
Yeah, you basically have to. Yeah, you just work your way up the ladder. Like
Up the bang ladder. And apparently there are
the
Easter
bang
eggs. Like,
ladder.
there's no nudity, really, but, there are Easter eggs all over the place for full-on cartoon nudity, if you're
Yeah.
into that sort of thing.
You're into
Which I
Cartoon
totally
nipples?
would be if it was multiplayer. I want to go around and bang chicks with my friends,
can
man.
Can you imagine if you were on live playing that with your friends and you were
And
just
you're
scrolling down your friends left?
It's
You
gonna-
saw Doug and Tommy, and it's like, what are they doing?
Dude.
Oh, the Leisure Suit Larry. Double teaming a hole right now.
Dude, Leisure Suit Larry
Horde
needs to go
mode.
competitive.
Hormo.
They need to go competitive multiplayer. And, have lobbies, and you control kids. Yes! That makes them for amazing troll videos,
Oh,
dude.
God.
That would be awesome.
You're fucking queer.
Does your mom know you're playing this game? Shut up!
Shut up.
Shut up! I don't want to sound gay or nothing,
Slender.
but you got a nice ass.
It's gayer than a bag of
Wait,
cocks.
wait, hold on. We got to go to Sniper, Ghost Warrior, real quick.
Yeah.
Just real quick. You already have the tab open and close. All right, so we're gonna look at Metro Last Night.
Last light.
Light.
I thought it said
doesn't
last
matter.
night too.
I don't plan on playing it because I still haven't played the first one because I don't have time for single player games. But it was interesting. The gameplay was okay. little clunky for a first-person shooter. I think it was supposed to be to add to the survival element aspect, but they did
Kind
a
of
very
like you're not a monster elite soldier running around. You're
or kind of the way the game called Resident Evil, the originals, did it, where the controls were a little difficult to grab onto, and so as things are happening very fast, there's slow reaction times as you figure out what you're doing, and there's a little bit of panic.
Yeah.
But
wow, this looks great.
the environments are quite amazing, and they do a really, really good job kind of sucking you into the game, which was what I really enjoyed about it. It was nothing special. The graphics weren't amazing. Just how they did everything was just...
If you have good immersion, I mean, if you don't, other than that, it's just another first-person shooter, and
Exactly.
there's just so many of them now that they all pretty much have the same basic mechanics. Now it's like the theme and the story of the game. Other than that, or your multiplayer.
And that's what they did, because like I said, the a lot of the elements, aiming and shooting, were a little bit clunky, and it added to some of the holy shit, I can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
So it was just the way that they did it, and especially if you played with Turtle Beaches and you could just sit down and run the computer with the audio and everything, it really pulled you into the game. It was really good. Billy, you're getting creeped out, I can see.
I like just the little touches that they put on this, like, the bugs flying on your mask and
the ghosts.
yeah.
The
shadows,
shadows,
yeah.
and then you look like
Really good use of shadows.
It's gone.
Do you guys ever play Fear?
Oh my god!
Dude,
I
those
played the
games are
first
actually
one.
like kind of fucking
Yeah.
creepy.
Never got around to it.
The first Fear was.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
played the demo for the second one too, and that was.
Yeah, I remember I played through, and there's like this little girl. I don't know if you guys have seen it, and like they would just like have her like pop up like at like creepy times. Like so, I like walked up, and then I'm like going to like climb down a ladder. So my character like is looking out, and then he turns around to climb down the ladder, and he steps down, and then the girl's just standing at the top of the ladder, like right at his face, and it's just like holy shit! It's like what the fuck? And like I turned like the lights off. I think I had somebody with me, and it was like creeping us out. It was like a fucking freaky shit. So hopefully it's like that,
Like that?
something like that. See, I would actually probably would play this. Like for
it's-
like the experience. If the experience is legit and it's gonna make
That's what
you
was-
feel
yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's what I really liked about the first Metro was just once you put the headphones on, you were in it and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna charge through, just get to the next level, and then you end up scrounging around for ammo and for more gas for your gas mask and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that was another thing that was cool is when you hit the surface or certain areas, you had to have your gas mask on, and as you got hit, it like cracked, and so it was like 2 sets of health. It was pretty awesome. Like I said, I don't have time for single player games anymore.
Looks
I
fun.
want to run around, blow people up for a few hours because then I'm old and have to go to bed.
Yeah.
But this also, I'm guessing, is definitely a PC game. Gotta be.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
good.
definitely. Yeah, it is.
What is that? Whoa, go back to Slender.
Slender, the Arrival. This
Slender.
game is scary as crap.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I could tell from the
I've
letters
never
it's
even
supposed to
watched
be.
it. I've never even played it. I've only seen videos of like YouTubers playing it, and even just watching their screen as they're playing is scary as crap. Like I'm just
And like they're all playing like they're doing it almost as a reaction video, and like they're like having like the shit scared out of them.
Do I
Like
need
in
some
one of
volume for
them-
this
Yeah,
yacht?
the actual Slender. Well, you can download the first game, which is scary as shit, for free.
Yep.
And it's like, I had to put it down. It was
All right,
broad
turn up the
daylight.
volume a little bit so maybe it involves me. And then if everybody hears dead silence, you know it's good. Or it's going to be really bad. Oh, is it Charles? Well, hello, Charles.
So
No, he will not
basically,
be
the
liking
whole,
or
well, at least
subscribing.
for the one that people was talking about, the free one, you just put in this area with nothing but a light. And then you can walk around with the light, or you can sprint, but when you sprint, the light drops, so you can't really see where you're going because you're running with a light. But basically, you just have to collect these pages. And it gives you no direction, nothing at all. You just wander aimlessly around this woods. But whenever you get close to the Slender Man, your screen starts to go like staticky, and then you have to try to like
Slender
avoid
Man?
where he is. And then he like, if you get too close to him, he just comes out, and it's just like this. Really, it's just like a skinny looking stick guy in a suit, and it's scary as
Yeah,
hell.
it's based on a really shitty meme. Like that's obviously a joke, but they turned it into something legitimately
Dude,
scary.
you
Yeah.
know what? Do you guys remember Salad Fingers?
Yeah.
That's what the Slender Man reminds me of.
All
It's
right.
something from that comic.
We should turn that into a freaking game because that is creepy as shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
We'll Google it after.
Spoon.
Why was that such a weird fucking thing for
Dude,
back in the day, too?
Dude,
Yeah.
That was in like high
no.
school.
Don't watch
Go
it.
back-
It's like
this
Go back to
this
the
long.
YouTube video.
Oh,
wait, no,
shit.
it's fine.
Dude,
You
that
need
was
to watch this when you're tired as hell and you're already feeling in that
Yeah.
where you could get
Dude.
totally creeped out.
Salad Fingers came out before like YouTube. This was just like a flash animation that some dude made, and you just found it through word of mouth.
It's really hard to between the guys are talking. It makes it a little hard to kind of feel involved in this. But the other thing is, there's those two lesbos that look like they're about to start making out in the bottom
Right down
left.
the oh, it's the Macklemore Thrift Shop. Oh, Game Shop
Shop
parody.
God.
It's like, oh man, this looks really lesbians. Oh man, wait, there's a game. All right.
But yeah, I was watching one of
You knew
these
how to
like
break
reaction
them,
videos of Swifty playing, and he's playing it, and it like started like going to the static, and he's like, no, because he was like really fired too, and he's like, and he runs away, and he's like, oh, and he's like, his like buddy like opens the door, he's like, ah! He's like talking to him, he's like, gee, you scared the crap out of me, and then like his screen starts going staticky, but he's not looking at it, and then it just like pops up with the Slender Man, and then he goes, ah, and he
Are they
looks
gonna
back,
show
he's
the
like
Slender Man?
screaming again because now it's up on the screen.
Yeah, but Salad Fingers will blow your mind. It is creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's not.
Dude.
Salad Fingers isn't creepy.
And
It's like
it's-
disturbing to the core.
Yeah, and
When do we see this fucking thing?
I don't know. I want to see the Slender Man.
Well, the whole
Show me
point is
Slender
not
Man.
to see him. So
Show me the Slender Man.
the whole point of the game is to avoid him.
Well, I should still be able to see it. It's called He's Chasing Us.
No, he's not chasing you. He's
No,
just
the Arrival beta. He's chasing us.
oh.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
So, but basically, this is one of those just open world. There's no direct interactions with the environment aside from opening doors, windows, whatever, and looking around.
And
but there's
finding
no,
the 8 pages
yeah, there's no kicking. There's nothing. No
So
direct
how
actions
long
like that,
does
right?
this game actually last?
until you find all the pages.
And it's creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just walking around like a completely pitch black like school with a flashlight and the only thing you could see, and you knew somebody was coming after you? That'd be
Or-
the scariest fucking thing ever.
I
No.
wouldn't use the fucking flashlight.
All right, good call.
No,
Just
but then
hide
you
and wait
can't
for him
see
to
anything.
shaw around a corner.
yeah.
Tommy
No,
puts
I
up
would
the
use the
Slender game and just
flashlight
hides in the corner
as
for
my
like
weapon.
3 hours
Yeah.
and goes, haha, I'm winning.
He just waits until the light.
See,
and then
fuck
he just
you.
opens up the door and walks out.
Sit in that corner for 3 hours, and then after 3 hours elapses, you get the 100 gamer score achievement.
Yeah. And
You're
then
beating,
it's
you're getting the idea. You
yeah,
beat the
using
game.
using intelligence. Now we'll go find the pages when it's fucking daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, the sun's gonna come up.
You were smart enough to wait till dawn.
Other than this is probably in Norway where there's like
Yeah.
3 months of perpetual
Yeah.
darkness. so waiting for the light.
He
isn't
just
an
leaves his
option.
game on for 3 months.
Oh
straight.
shoot!
Oh, is
my
that
God.
what you're talking about?
Oh my god, he can't see! He can't see! This is ridiculous!
Why wouldn't you shut the flashlight off? I just run outside.
No.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's in that building somewhere.
But
You
maybe
think.
not.
Now it's going nuts.
I think he just kind of appears randomly around.
he just steps out of that door. Right
I think
now.
that's one of the scary parts.
That's
He can just be anywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, this would be a scary fucking game. You can tell just by
Yeah,
watching
no,
this
this is
little
what
clip.
you need to make. This is what you need to make Kaylee play. Just be like, dude,
God.
check out this game. No, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Don't
she'd
tell
make
her
it
it's
through,
supposed to be creepy.
She'd make it through like 5 seconds of it and be like,
No, it's not. It's more of a thriller. It's not creepy. It's not scary. It's a
she-
thriller.
creepy.
No,
at
she
all.
doesn't buy that. I've tried.
I
No,
love
it's not
how,
a scary
like,
movie. It's a thriller.
What's great is how they've done the environment in such a way with the lights with enough so as you're walking, it almost looks like random shit is appearing in front of you. So
Yeah,
it's meant to
like-
scare you.
Weird shadows.
Uh-oh.
And like the fog. This is just a great looking
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I saw
Now, is
one
this-
that
Make sure you post this.
Is
with,
this a- is
with
this
so
a
people can watch it.
PC game? What
Probably.
is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I assume so.
I know they had it was called an open. I don't exactly know. It was just an open world game where the environment just existed and you walked around in it and
Yeah.
you could do different shit. I don't even know what really, but it kind of reminds me of this. Obviously, I think this was
This is
first,
like
but-
honestly, how long can is it just different levels? Because we've been
No, it's
watching
only
this for
the
like,
one.
huh?
It's just a one giant open place.
But,
Yeah,
I think
but
but if you get caught, you have to start fresh, I think.
He's been playing for 7 minutes. He's already got 4 pages.
He probably knows where they are. Like he
Yeah, I
seems to
know,
be going
but-
right to the spots. Like normally you'd have to search every single
looks like-
inch of
well-
this place.
Well, again, though, the first one was probably one of those indie games. I assume it was very
Yep.
indie, and then this one is a little more commercialized, where they want you to actually complete it.
Maybe this
a lot
one,
of times with indie games, they don't give a shit if you do. It's about playing and enjoying the experience.
Maybe for this one, this is just one level. 8 pages out of one level.
Maybe
of the game.
maybe there are levels.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. I
It could
honestly
be.
don't know. I know the
But
first one was
the
just one,
original.
but-
It looks like
That's how
as
it
you
was.
go from place to place, it almost looks like they have it lit a little bit so you can kind of tell where you're going. There's just not necessarily a path.
Yeah, there's just like a.
When is your
random
flashlight going to
fireplace.
run out of batteries?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh God! Oh God!
Do you ever see the fucking?
It's the
thing?
alien from Signs. That's
So
all
when
it
you
looks
see
like.
him, you lose.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that's
whole
fucking
point is
cool.
to avoid him
You catch
Oh, so it's hide and seek in the dark,
kind of.
against the
Sweet.
Slenderman. Yes.
dude. You can make this multiplayer.
Yeah.
I just jumped.
Flashlight tag. The
Yeah, one guy
flashlight
plays
tag.
with
The
the Slenderman.
multiplayer game.
How lame is that? That's what our video games have come down to. You're playing flashlight tag in a video game.
I don't think it's. But that's what's so crazy is it seems lame. And if you said this 10 years ago, you'd be like, gay, and never.
Not
play
with
it.
these graphics, you wouldn't.
Well,
10 years ago, you would have been like,
100%,
oh!
yeah, you would have blown them up. I would agree with you there. Let's also make these graphics go back 10 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, this would be trash. But no, the reason that it's good now is because the graphics are so good that you like it's literally immersive. You feel like you're in this
exactly.
dark environment and this guy's chasing you. Like
Exactly.
that's why it's not because you're going around with a flashlight. You're going around and you're
Right.
and you're
Exactly.
buying the experience.
And it's come to the point where so everything else has already been tapped into that they can just make a game where you walk around and collect things
Really?
and just make it to the point where you kind of get pulled in a little bit.
How does he still have a game named after him?
Because he's
'Cause
fucking
he's a
Tiger
boss?
Wait,
Woods.
whoa. Who's the other dude on the cover?
Arnold Palmy.
Chicks are fucking Tiger Woods.
No, it's
Because
Arnold
as much
Palmer.
as everyone, it's just
Is
like
that
the
Arnold
South Park
Palmer on there?
episode.
Yeah.
As much as everyone
Dude,
says like how
the
bad
Golden
Tiger Woods
Bear.
is, everyone's like, yeah.
Dude,
you're
I
the
know a
man.
ton of people that get Tiger Woods and have a blast playing it. I don't know why. It's fucking golf.
Dude,
They should make a mini golf.
did you ever play
Tiger
Wii?
Woods?
Just like Wii golf.
Wii golf was fun.
It's fun, dude. I'll play that shit.
Nope, never played it.
It's a great game.
Mario golf was fun too.
I had actual things going on in my life at the time.
All right.
No, I didn't.
Things.
Oh, Heart of the Swarm. That's the expansion for StarCraft 2.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming out.
We have Pokemon games.
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna beat you with my microphone.
Well, you guys pick one.
Close the goddamn tab.
Oh,
there?
man.
Is there
No,
anything?
have you guys played The Walking Dead?
No,
I
but
know
I've heard that it's great.
it's getting ridiculous.
Like 10 out of
reviews.
10 reviews, 9 out
But
of 10 reviews.
How much of it do you think is actually tied with the fact that it's The Walking Dead?
Oh, probably a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
The one out now is a
is like meant to be.
adventure game.
But
Yeah.
at the same
Sort
time,
of.
think about
It's like
This is a full game. What's out now is like
Oh,
a
okay, this
chapter.
is- yeah, I
The
Think
got it.
first
about-
one is free, and then you have to pay. Like I think it's
No,
like,
no, none of them are free.
Yeah, the first one's free
Where?
on the marketplace.
Xbox Live.
Yeah.
How is it free?
Just
Xbox
The
forces
first
everyone to charge.
episode is free. It's like maybe an hour, and then I think the next 4 or
Yeah.
5 you have to
Then
pay
you have
for.
to keep playing, paying for them.
But yeah, they make lots of games for like movies and shows and shit. And if it's bad, then the reviewers rip the shit out of it.
Right, so I feel like all it has to really do is be okay.
Yeah, it just has to be a good game. I don't even. No, I think it has to be better than okay for people to give it raving reviews.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but
Because there's so many. Like, if this was a bad game, it would be getting 5s. You know it would because people
No,
are
but think
ready
about
to
how much
pounce.
love people have for The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
if
no,
this
but-
game wasn't
You're right.
good, they would just be getting
Right.
flamed on it.
Well, no,
wouldn't
that's what I'm
not,
saying.
not necessarily
Reviewers
because
are
if the
ready.
story falls in line and is somewhat as engaging as the actual show, I feel like it'll because
Or if
because it's
yeah.
Merle
Yeah.
or Merle,
Merle.
because it's
Merle.
Merle, then all of a sudden it makes it better. Like, yeah, I'm gonna play Merle. This
Yeah.
is really sweet.
I mean, maybe
I'm a
if
real
every
asshole.
single person
Yeah.
reviewing it is a super fanboy.
Which
It's
I'm sure most
possible.
of them
No,
are.
it's possible.
Yeah, like a guy that hates football probably shouldn't be reviewing
Yeah.
Madden
Right.
because it's just
No, yeah,
this
sure.
game sucks. Football is
But
awful.
I'm just saying, I think a lot of reviewers out there are ready. Like, they're like, "Oh my God, Walking Dead came out with a game. Get ready to
No, that
shit
is-
on
that
this
is
thing."
true.
And then they're
That
like,
is true,
"Holy
though.
shit, 10 out of 10."
anytime
This is
anytime
great.
there's a movie to a game
Yeah.
and vice versa, yeah, people love to shit on it.
Yeah.
I love to shit on
Oh,
things.
show. Exactly. I was ready to shit on this.
No,
And
I would
then
just on anything. I
I was
just
like-
love shitting on stuff.
I saw tons of reviews for Walking Dead. I'm like, I'm not even going to read it. And then I finally went and read one, and I was like, 10 out of 10. Fuck, this actually looks like it
it's
must
not
be good.
everywhere though.
That reminds me
that
of
makes
the-
me- that's when I get a little skeptical
Yeah.
almost. It's like
That reminds me of the Control to Leo's reading the other day, and the guy sitting there talking about it, he's like, all right, the PlayStation 4 is getting announced tonight. I have to pre-write my review so that I can have it up right as they announce it. Wait, pre-write it? You haven't even seen anything about it yet. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to write about how terrible it is. But
Yeah.
you haven't
Dude.
seen anything of it. This is the internet. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of wow. Ooh.
Maybe it feels better when you're playing it, but it doesn't look that great.
That
said
sandpaper
it was
doesn't look
supposed
that
to be
great to masturbate with, but I haven't done it yet, so it could be good.
The thing is, Wikipedia said first-person stealth. How do you make a zombie stealth game?
You're just trying not to get caught, probably. Oh no,
Jesus.
they're finding him.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I mean, it's probably pretty. It's probably better than that other fucking game that we bought, Zombie Island.
Zombie Island. Where
Whatever it's
zombies
called.
compete for love.
The graphics look nice.
Here's your
Is that what it's called?
No, Dead Island.
Dead
Dead
Island.
Island, whatever the fuck it was.
Although I like the idea of
Contestant
making
number 1 loves brains.
So-
Contestant number 2 loves brains. And contestant number 3 loves brains.
Contestant number 1. If I was brains, how would you eat me?
I mean, he's
Oh my
smacking
God.
me with a sledgehammer right now.
It looks like the same graphics pretty much as Zombie Island.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
probably
know.
the same engine.
Whatever. I mean,
Again, though, so many of these, I think they try to capitalize off of. You guys are retarded. I think they try
I'm
to
sorry, that
capitalize
was
off
amusing
of
for
the.
us.
P. Billy Combs
The
is
name.
cracking himself
Yeah,
up
he's-
over there.
If we ever make a comic, that's another good idea. Zombie Island.
Zombie boat.
Zombie boat.
These 4 wacky zombies will compete for love.
Brutal.
But
Brutal.
only one's gonna get the brains.
Oh, jeez.
Copyright.
Zombie.
Zombie.
Is that South Park episode with the priest? What is it, like Catholic boat or something like that? And it's like a whole bunch of like priests like making
And then
like
it's
these
just
super
butters.
Yeah.
Unassuming.
Unassuming
virgin
boy number 1, unassuming boy number 2.
Zombie boat.
That'd be awesome. Oh my.
Anyways,
So, guy at work was telling me about the new Humble Bundle that's coming out.
Oh, really?
the
Some
what?
of Humble Bundle,
that?
it's usually indie games. They get a whole bunch of indie games together, and you donate a minimum of $1, and you get a whole shitload of games. And if you donate the average amount, then you get some bonus content. But
Yeah.
what they're doing actually is they found a whole bunch of developers. Vlambeer, Wolfire. One of them's the guy who did Minecraft. They said you have 72 hours to make a game. Whatever's made, the people get. And right now, what this is a live feed of a dude actually coding
a game. Wow.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, and you can
Nice.
switch between the different people. So this guy's right now play testing his prototype. So as you go, you get to see what they're actually working on.
And these people are actually like this guy has $364,000 contributed to him.
That's all the money that has been contributed. All the money for this one is actually going to charity.
Wow.
This is all going to charity. But
Wow.
so as you can see, there's still 21 hours left to make this game. And so as you go through each one of them, you can see what they're working on, what they're currently
That's
doing.
crazy that
at
they've
live
gotten
feed.
to like they've gotten to that point in
like
like a
72
day.
hours, make a game. We're going to
Holy
live
shit,
feed
2 days.
everything that you're coding.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, some of these some of these graphics
This guy's like,
look
yeah,
real
look,
good.
this guy's in the middle of making his 3D model of the game.
Wow.
Like, it's,
This would be a great learning experience.
and if you
Just to
but if
watch
you
these
scroll
guys.
down, you can see usually the average amounts are in like the $5 area. So you pay $5, you usually get like 6, 7, 8 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
me and Doug got the first Humble Bundle, and it was
top
Metro.
contributors, anonymous, 100K. That guy's the man.
There's actually
You think that's actually anonymous?
The actual group anonymous, yeah, probably.
They're like, here's 100K. Fuck it.
everybody that downloads it will get hacked. But it's not really hacking; it's activism. It's hacktivism.
Oh, that's
No,
great.
it's not.
That's legit though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But so yeah, check that shit out.
I mean, it's super nerdy. Come watch these
Well-
guys code a
Well,
game.
no, but
it's like,
well,
alright, cool.
this is the boring part: watching the guy
Yeah.
actually entering the code. But as he's sitting there,
testing.
play
everything.
testing and
Yeah.
doing his model, you get an idea of what the game's going to kind of
Yeah.
look
Intermission.
like. Yeah, so they're probably actually eating dinner or, getting busy in the.
No time for dinner when you only have 72 hours.
Yeah,
You don't even
exactly.
sleep.
72 hours.
Yeah.
I got 21
Like
hours left.
intermission, we're done. Yeah, our game's not going to be very good. But
Zombie boat.
We should write that intro.
Oh my god, this one looks amazing right there.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like it's actually just that guy's background to his computer, but
It probably is.
if that was
Still
the
awesome.
game.
No, it
Just
is. Yeah, you can see the thing at the
Yeah, I
bottom.
see the
but-
start button here.
Yeah, I mean, next month's gonna be nuts. There's gonna be a lot of shit coming out. I don't know if I'm not gonna have time for any of it.
No.
I want to play a lot of the stuff coming out, but
I'm probably gonna start renting games again pretty soon. Like, because I
from
can
where?
Redbox.
video quarters, I guess.
You can
It's
rent out
fucking
Redbox
expensive,
now.
Though.
Yeah, it's like
They don't
$8.
shit
Well,
there.
Well, I'll tell you where you're not
For
going to get
Redbox?
your video games from.
Where's that?
The moon.
I mean, with that queer ball thing that I had. What's that queer ball thing? that I
Gamefly?
had? Yeah.
Gamefly?
Holy shit.
Does it
they
suck?
Yeah.
Well,
God,
the ship,
yeah.
the ship times are awful. So what Netflix does is, I got DVD, give DVD back, they scan it, Netflix is updated, they send out your next DVD.
Yeah.
Gamefly, bring the game back, wait till it gets to the shipping center, wait till they scan it in, then wait till the next one gets processed to go out, then get it shipped. I think the closest one to us is in Pittsburgh, which is 3 days of shipping. Two ways.
So you're looking at,
6
like,
days
over, like, a
plus
week.
probably 7.
Yeah,
plus
so,
it doesn't
like-
count on weekends.
Compare it to, like,
And you only get it,
Netflix.
it's like $10 a month.
I could
So,
put Netflix in the bin tomorrow morning, and I'd have a new movie probably Tuesday.
Yeah, within a couple days.
If you gave Gamefly a game on Friday, you wouldn't see it until not the next Friday, but probably the
week
Friday after that.
or sometime that next
if
week.
somebody at Gamefly actually gave
Because
a
again,
shit.
the way Netflix has done it is you get you get an email, I think, when they scan it in
Yeah.
at the post office or UPS, whatever.
Yep.
And then they go, okay, we'll send out the next one because
we already know
this
it's
one's
coming.
on its way.
Right.
They don't do that. It waits till it hits their shipping
That
center.
is
And
Then
not to
that shipping
mention,
center has to
it's
process the
more
next
expensive than Netflix, and one game at a time.
order. Yeah. And you don't get the newest games.
Right.
Now, if you live real close to a shipping center, yeah,
Maybe.
you could just
But
return
and
it
then
yourself.
at the same time, like say it was a few months ago, and you were like, "Oh, I don't want to buy Halo 4, so I'm going to try and get it from GameFly." So you click to reserve on GameFly, and say you give a game back because you're anticipating Halo 4. You're
don't
just going to
get
be
it until
sitting
it's
there, and
ready.
you're going to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, it's
Or-
probably on the way,"
or what
and then
they
you'll
do
finally get an email and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have enough of Halo 4."
So we're
What
gonna
else
send
do
out.
you want?
So we're gonna send out this game, which is the next available one on your
We're
going to
going to send you out DOA 5.
because that was like 25th on your list. If you want to go back and play older games, it is great because people aren't getting King Kong for Xbox 360 anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the game that you're going for, or Beautiful Katamari. Those are the yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so don't sign up for Gamefly
It's-
users.
I had it for a month, and I ended up getting Mass Effect. I think because I was on the like the temp plan or the introduction plan. They want to keep you, and then after the next month after that, I was like,
I mean,
nah.
I had it when I was living here, and like me and Dougie we'd pop it up on the TV as I was on my computer, and we just go through and pick like off the wall fucking games that we never heard of, like Rogue. You remember Rogue Warrior?
Yeah.
What a turd that was. We got like 5 minutes into it, and we're like, oh my god.
Send it back.
Send
you
it
don't
back.
Have, you don't have the choice like with the DVD. You put it in, you just go, holy, send it back. I'm done. And then you'll get the next one will be in the mail in a few days. And I think they have a lot more shipping centers. So.
Yeah.
This one, after like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, we send it back. And then like
What we're
2
gonna have
weeks
to
later,
do-
you're like,
Yeah,
you have
and
to
I
do
had nothing
2
to
weeks
play
of
in
waiting for
between.
We're
5
going to have
minutes of
to form
disappointment.
a pseudo-communist state and then share all our games.
yeah.
That way we each buy a game and then you can just move it back
Yeah.
and forth between everybody.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's get out of here.
pseudo-community.
Let's get out of this podcast.
Zombie Boo.
Zombie boo.
These
Hard to follow that, really.
These 5
Should've ended
zombies.
right there.
These 5 zombies are gonna fight. Better yet, maim for this single bachelorette's love or her brains.
They love to eat out. Your brain.
This time they really are looking for a brainy girl, as opposed to one with big hooters.
Big Hooters would be applause.
Yeah.
Because no one cares about your college degree.
Did you ever see?
You have a vagina.
I doubt you've seen it, but if you ever scour Netflix, have you seen the Peep Show? It's like these two English dudes.
Yeah.
They do a great fucking bit. It's a game show, but it's in like a nuclear apocalypse has happened. So they're in this bombed out shelter, and they're all in tattered clothes and shit. And it's like the one host is just like, and we want to just remind you, whatever you do, don't go outside. Okay, back to the game. And it's just like a regular person and like another person that's starving, and another. There's always like this dude that's wearing sunglasses that's just.
Calm down.
And then like the prize will be like, oh, there's this moldy banana, and the guy's like, oh shit, I need that. And this is intermission. We just want to remind you, don't go outside.
And show us potato salad.
Show us potato salad. All
All right, we'll see you guys
Okay.
next week, users.
Peace.
Adios.